how did I used to sit here for hours to do my makeup, and it's been 20 minutes setting everything up and I'm already uncomfortable. What the heck? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are having, oh my god. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm having a terrific day. 1, because I'm off, and 2, because I get to do some makeup. So I've been actually pushing this video idea to the side, kinda, because I was just trying to get my channel growing, just getting out there, just getting more jush, you know, just getting a little bit more spice. But I think it's finally time to do this because I think I've had a decent amount of growth in just the 8 months that I've been doing YouTube. And in those 8 months, I feel like I've changed my base routine almost entirely, let alone I use a lot of different products. Some of them are the same, some of them are different, some of them were sent to me in PR, and some other ones are just not even in the picture anymore. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So if you guys remember, way back then, back of April 2020, last year, the horrid year that was 2020, I started my channel and I did my first video. In that first video, I taught you guys how to do my base routine, more so how to do a flawless makeup just every day, and little highlight in a corner with freckles and all that cute stuff. That lady's dead. I wouldn't say dead. Let me say just upgraded, because we never die. We just keep manifesting forward. So I've improved. I don't do freckles anymore. I still know how to do them. It's basically the exact same way, but I don't do them anymore just because I do a lot more like integrate and technique. English is my second language. Do not come for me. Thank you. A lot more like detailed stuff. So like I just want the eyes to speak for themselves. Everything else should just speak for themselves. And I think a lot of the idea behind freckles is just that a little like soft, natural, just little touch to your face, and having all those freckles with the eyeshadow, all these other colors, glitter, jazz everywhere all over the place. It's just very, it's a lot. But I just want you guys to realize that there's just the massive glow up that's gonna be the theme of this video. Honestly, I've improved in a sense. I also have a new bed, comforter, everything. I have a camera and a bunch of new products. So, and I have a lot more energy. I don't sound like a dead horse. God, that was struggling. That was a struggle bus. If you haven't seen that video though, go ahead and just click on it right now so you can see that, and then see this, and then see, wow, he did that. And I sure did, sis. I sure did. Going into the products, I've already cleansed my face. I've actually been using the Morphe 2 skincare line for a while now, and I'm actually really obsessed with this cleanser. It's a foaming cleanser, so all you literally need is like a little bit with a little bit of water, and just rub it in your hands. You just rub it all around and clean face. There you go. The skincare line also comes with a moisturizer and a face mask and a lip mask and a little spray. Honestly, all of it is good. The only thing I don't like is the spray, just because it like shoots like, say, from like here to all the way down there. It's just like, I don't know, my face is right here. I don't need to be shooting anything that close to my face. But I will say my favorite things are the cleanser and the moisturizer. One, I like this little like pump thing going on here. It's really good. I haven't applied this yet. Let's do that now. So just like in my first video, let's moisturize first. I'm using the Morphe 2 skincare moisturizer for this one instead of using the highly expensive Tatcha one. You just want to rub it all over your skin, even on your neck. I know in my first video I definitely came for people that don't put makeup on their necks, and I have taken that back because I don't put makeup on my neck anymore. Because 1, that's a lot of makeup. 2, it just gets on your clothes, girl, and it's not for me, and I don't want to keep washing my clothes all the time, let alone my beard. It just already just hides this anyway, so why bother? Okay, so now that we're moisturized, my next step would be primer. I'm gonna be using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base and the One Size Beauty Secure the Blur Primer. This was sent to me by One Size and Patrick, so thank you so much for this. If you guys haven't seen this yet, I hope you have by now, because this primer is everything. And let me tell you why this primer is everything. First off, when it says secure the blur, it means secure the blur. It's blurifying, and it's like slightly tacky to where like enough to where your makeup is gonna like just stick to it and be so beautiful and flawless at the very end. So if you guys haven't had like a good primer, like a mattifying primer, like a blurring, pore refining primer, this one is the one. This has 1.2 fluid ounces, so let alone that's a lot of product in there. It also retails for $30, which that's pretty good for a primer this size and for this high of a quality. Like, that's pretty damn good, girl. Versus my Tatcha liquid silk canvas, the one I used in the first video. I still love that to death. Love it, love it, love it. I ran out of it, so I'm not gonna use it in this video. Grabbing the Bobbi Brown, we're just gonna bounce it and just prime the face. Okay, so now that's the Bobbi Brown blended in. So now we're gonna grab a little bit of the Secure the Blur primer and putting on our beauty blender. It's just enough, just right there, and then just bounce that all over. See, can you guys see that? Like, that is so good. Like, what pores? Like, bruh. First off, it's mattifying my face, and it feels just the slightest bit of tacky, and it's really, really nice. It's super lightweight. That's what I really like in a primer. I don't want to feel it. I want to be able to just like put it on, and it's just like, oh, I had primer on. Didn't even know that, but I knew that. And as you can see, my skin just looks flawless. Like, there's nothing else to it. It's such a good primer. You guys just need to it's not just because I'm an ambassador for this brand, but like, you just need to grab this because it's so good, and Patrick is amazing, and I dearly love him. So also, if you keep up with my old video, I was wearing yellow in that one too. Now I'm using a yellow sponge, and I'm wearing my little yellow crew shirt that says don't be sad, because you shouldn't be sad. And if you are sad, stop it.
Be happy.
But also be sensitive. So the next step I go into is still kind of stay the same. So I'm going to be using not really two, I'm just going to be using one. But I'm using setting spray to set the primer, just to let it set for a little bit. Just have another barrier over your skin. It just smooths it all out. And when your foundation is applied and set and everything like that, it looks so beautiful. It's just, ugh. Trust me on this one. You wanna do this step. You don't wanna skip this. It's really quick, just a quick little spritz. There you go. And if you have a fan, just fan it dry. So one thing that hasn't changed about me is the fact that I still buy very expensive things, even if I don't have the full capabilities of actually doing it. I still like luxury because it's good. Like, I think luxury stuff lasts longer, and it makes me feel good, and you want to do what makes you feel good. So with that, I still use the Lancome foundation. I actually use two now because I originally used to use the 418, and I realized that this was actually really, really dark, as you can see. But this is more so like my summer shade, in the sense that I would just stay outside, be tan, and just, you know, look actually Puerto Rican. Versus this one is more so my shade, yes, but like both of them mixed together makes a beautiful pairing, and I couldn't be happier that I actually found my perfect match. It sucks that I had to buy two of them, but this foundation is really, really good. I still have yet to find one that's like matches up to this, and if you haven't tried this, I highly recommend the Lancome one. It's so good. Let alone the foundation range is insane. It's very inclusive, and I can stand behind that because everybody deserves to have a shade, and if they don't, screw that brand. Who are they? They don't exist. Cancel them. No, don't do that. Never mind. But just don't buy that brand. But support Lancome. So in order to mix them, I actually used a little palette thing that I bought off Amazon, and this actually is like one of my best purchases that I've had off Amazon makeup wise. It's so good. I use it on for myself and for my bridal makeup kit that I do when I do bridal makeup. I'm gonna leave this and along with the other products in the description down below, so you guys can actually go check them out if you so wish. I really do highly recommend everything in this video, given the fact that I've narrowed my selection much lower than what it used to be. So grabbing the foundation, pour a little bit, at least just a pump. I do like at least a quarter to a full pump of each, and then mix it. So that's the foundations both on there, not mixed yet, just on there. And then I like grabbing my concealer. This is the Juvia's Place in shade J19. I liked grabbing a little bit of this, dabbing it right there, and adding a little bit more brightness into the foundation, so that way it perfectly matches, or at least close to perfect that it can be. And if it doesn't perfectly match, that is okay. It's just something that's gonna have to come close. Okay, so now that it's mixed there, just literally just go ahead and apply it. Doesn't matter how you apply it, just as long as you apply it, and use all of it, because it's a very expensive foundation. You can't let any of it go to waste. And just bounce it all over, blending it out. Avoid your under eye area, because I've also realized that putting foundation under your eyes and then concealer and then the powder and all that just lets it lead to be really cakey. So just don't put foundation there, just put the concealer. Avoid it as much as you can. Obviously you can get like that close, but like don't get like under your eye. Just as close as you possibly can without touching it, so that way you look not cakey, just flawless all throughout. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. Well, and it's good. It's blended. Okay, so after foundation, we're gonna go into concealer. I'm gonna be using Juvia's Place in J19. If you guys haven't seen my Juvia's Place review, use it right there. Look at it, watch it, whatever you want to do. Give it a thumbs up, comment if you haven't already. But I'm going to go in with the concealer. I'm going to use a little bit less than I used in my first video. Still in the same area, so still in the middle of the forehead, right above the beard line, center of my nose, underneath my eye. But like underneath the eye, I'm just going to do right here in the corner, and then out here in the outer corner, winging it out. The reason why I do that now is because it just lifts your face very like so elegantly. I just love it. And I also saw it on TikTok, and I was like, I love that. One, it uses less product and it still does the same effect. Especially if you have a full coverage concealer, like you don't really have to worry about having to put a lot on, because it will cover it eventually. And Juvia's Place does not lack in the full coverage concealer or full coverage anything, like seriously. And now just go ahead and blend it out before we set it in place with powder. Hopefully you guys have noticed that I've just grown in a sense as like a person and just as like an artist, and I've grown with you guys because you guys have been nothing but loving, and it's been a wild ride so far, and I'm so excited for the future, and I'm in a very happy place right now, and I couldn't be any happier. We also just hit 200 subscribers. Like, what? Like, I hit 100 less than 3 months ago, and 3-4 months ago, and surely after that I hit 200. It was like, what the heck? It's like we're growing, guys. Like, we're doing the thing. So if you guys don't mind already, if you haven't done it already, subscribe, like the video, share it. It's all free. And if you don't like it, go ahead. Even giving that thumbs down tells me something. It just tells me like I need to do this better, I need to do that, whatever it might be. Leave the comment. I take criticism very, very well. Constructive criticism, or even just a negative comment, by all means I'll still take it, because you gotta grow somehow. Duh. Also, probably so random, but like, quick mental health check. Are you okay? Like, seriously, are you okay? And if you're not, don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be afraid to just call your friend and be like, hey, can we go do something? Can you come over? Can we watch a movie? Just take care of you, and don't forget that you matter as well. Because I think with this situation, with the pandemic, people being out of their jobs, like, the world is crazy right now. So if you just need to take that second of just, am I okay? Do it. Because if you don't have those people around you that are supporting you, you gotta support yourself. And you have a friend in me. So if anything, you can always DM me on Instagram. If you aren't following me there, follow me now. On TikTok, we can chat on there. We can even chat in the comments. Just make it a full, like, loving space. That's what I want my channel to be. Just love and just support for everybody and anything, and whatever you stand for. I'm here for you just as much as you are here for me. And yeah, quick little mental health check for you guys right there. Okay, so I am feeling pretty good about the concealer. I think it's fully blended out. As you can see, my little inner corner is like super bright, but that's a good thing because it'll just bring the I can't English today. It'll bring the focus to the center of the face, just bringing this forward, so that way all the attention is on the eyes, on the beautiful eyes. Okay, enough of that. So now we're gonna grab our powder. I'm actually ironically grabbing the One Size Beauty Ultimate Setting Powder. This is also really amazing. So if you need a new setting powder, One Size Beauty, baby. Like, this comes in 2 shades, translucent, and I forgot the shade name of the other one, but it's for deeper and darker complexions. Really beautiful powder. It's really finely milled. It's really smooth, and it also just blurs your pores, blurs your pores, and it's really good. I'm over here just representing One Size and recommending everything because it's amazing. This powder is also really lightweight, so it doesn't feel heavy under the eyes. It doesn't feel cakey. It's really nice. Honestly, I have like 5 different powders, and this is like my favorite to put under the eyes. It used to be the Juvia's Place. I still love that one. Still really good. But this One Size one, it's so good. Okay, so now that your face is set, grabbing just a random brush, just go ahead and dust away any of the extra powder. So now your skin is set, and then you want to grab a little bit of setting spray. This is the Anastasia Dewy Set one with a little bit of shimmer in it. Go ahead and shake it up a little bit and just spritz all over the face. Grab your fan, just fan it dry. So for my contour and blush, I'm going to be using the Dragon Beauty Face Palette. Packaging might not be my favorite, but the formula, this formula is so good. I don't know what Nikita did, but Nikita did that. Okay, so going in with the Nikita Face Palette, we're going to go into shade Surge, the darker, deeper brown up here. Just dip into that shade, getting all of it on the brush, tapping off the excess, because this is pigmented. When I tell you pigmented, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's hella pigmented. So placing this right at the corner of your cheek and just buffing it upwards, slowly bringing it in forwards underneath the cheekbone to just add that deeper shadow and just bring the cheek up, so it just gives you that cute little, like, I'm skinny kind of face. Okay, so before blush, I'm gonna grab the shade Femme, this little lighter shade with a bigger brush. This is the Morphe M527. Just dipping in there. It's a very big, fluffy, tapered contour brush. More so I'm using it for bronzing, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more depth into that contour. So I've noticed like in some of my videos, obviously I'm not like upset or like mad, that a lot of my viewers aren't subscribed. So here's my other friendly reminder to subscribe and comment, because that just boosts the engagement and it helps me out. It'll help motivate me more, honestly, just to be like, I need to pump a video in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Because as you guys know, I suck. I suck so bad at posting because I am terrible at editing. I still think I have a lot to learn with editing, which obviously that comes with time. Eventually I'll get Final Cut Pro, but for now I just do it on iMovie, and that just takes forever to do, so it takes me so long to put out a video, and it sucks. So, okay, so that looks good to me. So I'm gonna grab my nose contour brush. This is the Morphe E62. This was the one that was in the James Charles eye set and the big brush set, which I got that too eventually. Grabbing both shades, Femme and Surge, with the brush and just tapping off as much, literally as much as you can, because that Surge shade is so pigmented. Go into the very outer corner of your eye, so right here, and on this side I like to just pat in the product to get an idea of how I want my nose to go. So just from there, bring the brush down towards like an angle to make your nose like a point, so to speak. This honestly is like the scariest part, because if you mess up your nose, to me, like, the look is like over. It's like, what are people gonna look at the most? They're gonna look at your eyes, they're gonna look at your face, but they're mainly gonna look at your eyes and your nose. If your nose looks like a little like wonky railroad, you're gonna be like, you had a bad day today, didn't you? So that's the nose done. See, cute little tiny little nose. You will still be able to breathe, but tell people that I'm so skinny that I don't need that much hair. It's just, and I'm good. Okay, so now grabbing a blush brush. This is the Morphe E4, and your blush palette or blush of choice. This is the Saharan blush palette by Juvia's Place. So dipping into the two shades in this corner, Tao and Lena, mixing them both, tapping off the excess, and just place the blush, like, here's your contour and your bronzer is like right above it. Place the blush like right above that and just blend it upwards. So right above there, blending it up towards the temple. Small little circular motions following the angle of the brush. Blend it right into that contour. And now grabbing that contour brush again and just, without any product on it, just go ahead and just go back over the contour areas that you had and just deepen them, and it just blends and melts your blush into your contour that much better, and it looks just seamless instead of like contour, bronzer, blush, 3 different stages. It'll just be one stage. Okay, so I think that's like the base done. Actually, no, hold on. I have one more thing. My highlighter. This is the Juvia's Place. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen a Juvia's Place video, it's right there. Go watch it and check out their stuff, because seriously, it's so good. Grabbing my little highlighting brush. This is a Morphe M451 on my brush, tapping off the excess and just putting it right there on the high point of my cheek, like, period. Look at that. Gorgeous. See, that's like so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna do the eyebrows off camera, do my eyes off camera, and my lips and all that jazz. When I come back, I will have the full face on, full fantasy, and we'll sign off on the video. As you can see, it was a drastic change to what I left you guys with. So now I have the eyeshadow on, this crazy graphic liner that I've been obsessed with. As you can see, the base looks really strong. The primer really holds out. Like, it has 16-hour wear, I believe, if not 12-hour wear. It's really good. I can't stress that enough. If anything from this video that you do get, the primer. The primer is the one thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a few new things or just saw the massive glow up that I had. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, subscribed, comment, share, and I think that's it. Oh no, turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload a new video. And follow me at all my socials. It's gonna be all down below. So don't forget to have a good day. Love yourself. Have that mental health check with yourself every now and then, and know that I love you, someone else out there loves you, and that you're doing great. Love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day or morning or wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time.